What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So things have gotten a little bit heated with undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney and three-division world champion, former two-time Olympic gold medalist, former unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Vasyl Lomachenko. Things have gotten a little heated. Devin the Dream Haney, he called out Vasyl Lomachenko over the weekend. He says, "Where is Lomachenko?" Essentially, like, where's Waldo? He's been, out of the spotlight and irrelevant as of late, due after he lost a unanimous decision to now undefeated, unified WBO, WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine, WBC franchise world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. That took place back in October, and we haven't heard or seen much from Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, we do know Lomachenko did have shoulder surgery. He did state that he suffered injuries going into the Teofimo Lopez fight, and so now he's been out of the picture. Okay, I don't want to say irrelevant, but out of the picture. Okay, he hasn't been in the spotlight. Devin Haney, 25-0, 15 wins by way of knockout. He's 22 years of age, stands at 5'8" with a 71-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was November 7th when he took on former three-division world champion, former Olympic gold medalist Yuriokis Gamboa, and he got a unanimous decision victory. Looks like Devin Haney could be headed to another fight, gracing the square circle in April, around April 24th, could possibly be against Jorge Linares or his mandatory WBC challenger, Javier Fortuna. It has yet to be announced what his next plan is, but you can expect him back in the ring around that April time. Now, we know that there's some history here, obviously, as Vasyl Lomachenko, when he defeated Olympic gold medalist, British lightweight title contender, superstar boxer Luke Campbell for the vacant lightweight WBC title, in which it was vacated by four-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia when he vacated and moved up to challenge undefeated unified WBC IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Errol the Truth Spence Jr. Okay, Mikey Garcia vacated his WBC title. Lomachenko fought Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC title, in which, keep in mind, that was supposed to be Devin Haney versus Luke Campbell for that vacant WBC title. But Lomachenko, he was allowed to step in and replace Devin Haney. He won the fight. Devin Haney became his mandatory challenger. He petitioned the WBC, and this is true. You can hear on the interview by Champside, shout out to Champside, with Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, and Bill Haney, father, trainer, and manager of Devin Haney. They were all in a meeting prior to Lomachenko even facing off against Luke Campbell. And Eddie Hearn, who is a co-promoter with Devin Haney and Haney Promotions, he stated to Bob Arum, "It's a shame that Devin Haney won't get the opportunity to fight for the world title from the winner of this fight if it's Vasyl Lomachenko, because you guys are going to petition the WBC to be able to maneuver around him, become franchise champion, so you don't have to acknowledge and fight your mandatory, which will be Devin Haney." And Bob Arum responds by saying, "That's absolutely correct. It's not our fault. Devin Haney, he signed with the wrong promoter." That's what Bob Arum had to say. Vasyl Lomachenko, 14 wins, 2 losses, 10 wins by way of knockout. He's 33 years of age, stands at 5'7". He's a southpaw with a 65.5-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was October 17th when he faced off against Teofimo Lopez, and he came up short via unanimous decision victory. So now, Devin Haney, he asks, "Where is Vasyl Lomachenko? He's been missing." Okay. Now Vasyl Lomachenko, he has responded, and he stated that, "I'm here. I'm just waiting to see when you're going to really send over a real contract to fight a real fighter." He used other words, I'm paraphrasing, but he called out Devin Haney. Devin Haney called him out. Now he's calling out Devin Haney. This would be a magnificent fight in the very near future. Obviously, Lomachenko, he has to heal. He had a shoulder injury, and so he's recovering from that shoulder injury. And then, Vasyl Lomachenko, he's eyeing a return in the summer, possibly against Nakatani, okay? This is the reports coming from his promoter, legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum, that they're eyeing a summer return for Vasyl Lomachenko as he recovers. He's got to go through, obviously, he has to go through therapy and recovery, and he's looking to come back in the summer against Nakatani. That will be a great fight. Nakatani gave Teofimo Lopez all he could handle. Some people even felt like he exposed Teofimo Lopez's weaknesses. So that would be a great fight for Vasyl Lomachenko against Nakatani. Nakatani got 19 wins, 1 loss, 13 wins by way of knockout. He had a beautiful action-packed fight against Felix Verdejo, in which he was floored in the fight, got up off the canvas, and that eventually knocked out Felix Verdejo. So like I stated, Lomachenko, he's going to need time. The summertime, we're going in March. That makes about sense. That's about right on the time frame for him to recover, go through his therapy, and get back in the ring in the summertime. And if we see Devin Haney in April, that's nearly the summertime in itself. That's late spring. We're going to April, especially the end of April 24th. So we look like, if Vasyl Lomachenko fights in June, they're not far off as far as dates, and we could possibly get a Lomachenko Devin Haney showdown. Okay, it's not like the other lightweights are too eager to get in the ring with Devin Haney. We see undefeated fighter Teofimo Lopez, who beat Lomachenko. He could have went into an official undisputed showdown with Devin Haney, but he chose to go the IBF route and face his IBF mandatory in George Kambosos Jr., which has been stated that he did not have to go into this fight. He chose to go into this fight. The IBF wasn't going to strip him of the belt if he went into a showdown with Devin Haney. So that lets you know he has no interest in fighting Devin Haney. We just recently heard undefeated rising lightweight Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia, who just got a knockout victory over Luke Campbell himself, and that's his first step-up fight, the biggest fight in his career. He just recently stated yesterday at the Canelo Alvarez fight in a recent interview that he has no interest in fighting Devin Haney because he don't like Devin Haney's style matchup. Well, you can look back at the videos that you see that Devin Haney's the aggressor in all those fights, and actually the one that's utilizing the ring and using a lot of movement in the fight is Ryan Garcia. So Ryan Garcia has no interest in fighting Devin Haney. And then you have undefeated 2-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he says that he's never heard Devin Haney call him out, which we know that's not true. We know Devin Haney called him out on numerous occasions. And then he stated that Devin Haney's just looking to, build his reputation and his name and his platform off of the back of Gervonta Tank Davis. So he's not too interested in fighting Devin Haney. So there's not too many options because these guys are just unwilling to get in the ring with Devin Haney. The big names are just not willing to get in the ring with Devin Haney. Why? Because he's a style matchup issue for most guys. He's very slick. He's very rangy. He's young. He's still growing into his man strength. He's accurate. He's dedicated to the sport of boxing. And, a lot of guys, they don't feel like they match up very well with Devin Haney. So with that said, this would be a great fight. But we got to put Lomachenko in that same box with these guys because obviously he was looking to be franchised to maneuver around fighting Devin Haney. He stated at the time when he beat Luke Campbell, which was in August, that he wanted to have another fight as he waited for the winner of Richard Coleman, who was the IBF lightweight world champion, and Teofimo Lopez, which was taking place December 14th. He fought August. He says he was waiting for the winner of that fight for a unification bout, but he didn't want to sit on the shelf for too long. He wanted to stay active. He wanted to have another fight. Well, it would have made sense for him to go ahead and fight his mandatory, who he stated was green and wasn't ready. Just like he said with Teofimo Lopez, he could have fought Devin Haney around the same time they fought because he fought in August. He could have actually fought Devin Haney in November, and the winner of that fight wasn't going to be ready till March, April. So Lomachenko had the opportunity to fight Devin Haney in between that fight, and then he could have went in, if he beat Devin Haney, would have went into a fight with Teofimo Lopez, Richard Coleman winner, who wasn't going to be ready until April. And then it got pushed back due to the pandemic and the social distancing sports and everything being suspended. So he ended up sitting on the shelf for a very long time, over a year, when he could have stayed active and fought Devin Haney at that point in time. But obviously, like he stated then, Devin Haney was green. He wasn't ready. Same thing he uttered about Teofimo Lopez. and he lost the unanimous decision victory to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez won the first 7 rounds clearly. He did win the 7th, 8th, the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th round, but Teofimo Lopez clearly won the 12th round. Looked like he was on the verge of stopping Vasyl Lomachenko. So with that said, we got to see if Vasyl Lomachenko is truly ready to back up his words. And to get past Nakatani is not an easy a feat in his own right. So he's going to have to work to get past him. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But this is very exciting. And this is a legacy fight for Devin Haney. Although Vasyl Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez and he's lost to Orlando Salido, he's still a respected name in the sport of boxing. He's still very skilled, and a lot of people would pick him in a rematch with Teofimo Lopez. So let's see how this unfolds. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like your shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.